I can't state enough how important it's been to be me and the kids trying to make it here, and to know that there's somewhere I can go, that I don't have to spend money, that they're safe. I can breathe there as well.
For this month's issue of My Alabama Library, I got to spend a day at the beautiful Fairhope Public Library. Fairhope is a charming coastal town on Mobile Bay, and it's known for its arts community and for being home to multiple literary icons. It's that literary history that drove Jada Pryor to move to Fairhope 7 years ago with her 3 kids, Jubilee, Lazarus, and Gloryana. Jada told me, "I followed a dream, to raise my 3 babies somewhere that felt like magic. I quickly realized that raising kids on my own in a town where I knew no one would be a journey I couldn't have been prepared for. I led my kids to the local library and hoped we'd find our way through stories. Instead, it became quickly apparent that we'd found a sanctuary." I got to meet Jada and her family in person during the library's annual Pirate Con event, and they told me more about how the Fairhope Public Library is what made their new town feel like home.
We moved here from Colorado. We're from Illinois originally, but we moved here, and I had wanted to be here for a really long time. And we finally made it, and I think once we made it, it hit me like, now I have to build a life here for the kids. And so we were kind of floundering a little bit, and I just thought, just get to the library. You know, I knew if I could at least sit in here, I would sort of feel better and at least clear my head. And it was almost the first day that all the librarians just took us under their wing here, you know, and kind of adopted us and got us involved in things. And it was just the push I needed to feel like we're supposed to be here. This is our place. There are people here that are like us, or will be like us, or we'll be like them, and we'll learn from each other. And that's been what it's been all these years later. The first person who approached us, I believe, was Miss Julia. She approached me, I would say, if it wasn't my first day in here, it was one of them, and invited us to story hour. And there was a story out. We went to like a couple brief ones, but the one that I always remember is the Africans Children's Choir came. I saw the kids dancing and laughing and everyone talking, and I just felt like safe and free to just relax and take a deep breath. And afterwards, I remember Miss Julia approached me. She found out that we homeschooled, and she told us about the rooms she had set up for homeschoolers. We homeschooled at the time, and invited us to use them anytime we needed, and gave me a lot of encouragement of like, you can do this, we'll help you here. She was wonderful. Casey, who is the chair of the youth, just came in and allowed them to be them and put her own, she's so sweet, kind-hearted, welcoming. She keeps her door open all the time. And when Juby was young, when we first moved here, she would write these little like newspapers. Do you remember that? Like a little newsletter?
Yes, I do now.
And she just either was working on it or showed it to Miss Julia, and Miss Julia started hanging it where you could get copies of it in the youth section by the magazines. She would put Juby's newspaper in every week that she wrote it, and she'd be like, bring it back. And that was so encouraging to Juby to feel seen that way.
I do remember the Ugandan Children's Choir when they came in. I remember like it was so like community kind of, because we spoke to them and we talked about books with them and we danced and stuff. I remember the mouse houses because I've always loved like the little decorating part of it, and that was so fun, and that was just such like a whimsical fun activity for us. And I remember like when we first moved here, felt like when we were finally like getting on our feet, COVID happened. And so like even during that, the library, if we just came to like pick up books really quickly, that was like a safe place for us.
So talk about, you did a coding class here?
Yeah, Miss Allison started one with her kids, and it was fun because we got to code all these different games and stuff on Scratch, and we got to play them. And for a while I got pretty good at coding. I had like a whole bunch of games up. And it was just awesome what Miss Allison did for all of us.
What about was there a Pokemon club or
It was a Lego club.
Oh, Lego.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So Miss Allison brought tubs and tubs of Legos from her house, and she like gave us challenges and stuff, and it was really fun.
I like how it's like an art station.
You always go to the art station first.
So there's a specific art station that you can go and do art at?
Yeah, and it's a bunch of like projects you get to do, and it's really fun. It was like a canvas, and we just got to paint whatever we wanted and stuff, so that was really fun.
You did the plant and the flower at the farmer's market event
And we,
too.
yeah, and I planted a flower.
I could drop them at the door and everyone they walk in and see will know them by name or direct them to where to go. It is such a safe place and an oasis for us that I really can't stress enough. There's times where I've told the kids, you know, if we're downtown and we got some, just go to the library. If you're with your friends at an event downtown, because they have a lot, and you get separated or you get scared or you're waiting for me, go find Miss Allison, get to the library, because everyone here, not just the teen department, creates that environment. I never feel worried when I come in here. I always feel seen here, always. And it's growing up and traveling, like I've been to a lot of libraries and they're all precious, but I've never had a feeling of a library being our home away from home. I'm constantly inspired by just the amount of books they have here, the new books they get, the programs they do here, the writers they bring in. It's, for me particularly, just magic, but it also the fact that it is that separately to so many different community members and children blows me away. Sometimes I just come here when my kids are at youth group or at different events and I just get a cup of coffee and I sit in a chair and I breathe. And that's all I needed for that day. It's that to me and more. I can walk around here and talk to, I have friends here. I've also spoke at the council meetings for the library because of how important it is to me, and that's a cause really near and dear to my heart. So I've been able to advocate for things I believe in through here as well. It's really special to me.